Alright, part 2. So, in the first video I covered the basic energy principles and the meditation stance for the first level, which is gaining Yang Qi in your Dantian, and at the same time Yin Qi in your Hui Yin or your Guj area. Keep in mind these are on the inside. When I say like right here in my stomach, it's actually on the inside. After you've done the meditation in the first video with your fingers like this and doing the reverse breath where you pull in your stomach as you inhale, on the exhale, after a couple days of doing that for like an hour maybe, or half an hour, you'll start to feel a warm, tingly sensation in that area, because essentially what you're doing is, when you pull in your stomach, right, as you breathe in, your diaphragm is going down and your stomach cavity is going in. So that's creating more pressure here in your stomach. And on the exhale, as you push your stomach out, it creates a vacuum effect, in where before it was all compressed because your diaphragm, and your chest went down as you inhaled, and your stomach went in, creating pressure. Both of them are expanding outwards, and if you center you're pulling in on that area only in this lower part, which is possible. On the exhale, as you push out, it creates a vacuum, like I said before. So your blood, which contains qi, goes to that area from your body, in more so than just a regular breath, and thereby is concentrated in that area. So yeah, that's like the theory behind why that breathing does that. Also, when you exhale, it's important to disconnect your tongue and exhale through your mouth, because that prevents the energy that you pulled down with your breath from coming back up, and thereby is trapped in that area. So you accumulate it in the breath. There's a compression and expansion, and doing the breath over and over again slowly, like over an hour, basically is you're putting a little bit extra pressure on your stomach, your Dantian area, your intestinal coil, and on the exhale you're expanding it. So it's like a general pressure vacuum fluctuation, and as you're meditating over time, you're steadily gaining more qi as you breathe in. So the energy that's being drawn into your breath is continuously being compressed more and more and expanded more and more inside your Dantian, and that is how you fill it up. Is like slowly filling it up with more as time goes on in the meditation, while also expanding and contracting it. So that's for level 1. I've heard that there's 3 levels. Well, there's actually 72 levels. Let me get that straight. There's 72 levels. Each level corresponds to a chakra in your body, and that chakra has to be cleansed and cut. It's really hard to do that, and it takes like a lifetime, starting when you're a child. So this knowledge has been suppressed, obviously, because not a lot of people know about it, except for like ancient Chinese people and certain people in the islands of Java. Oh yeah, the 72 levels. Starting with the Dantian, I think, and then ending with the crown chakra as the last one. The 72nd level is when your crown chakra opens all the way. and that is supposedly when you attain nirvana, or infinite life, or secession from physical, like spiritual and physical bindingness. Like, I guess whatever you are is no longer, like, if you believe in reincarnation or rebirth, your spirit doesn't reincarnate anymore because it's complete. Or if you think you have one life, it's just your soul and spirit, whatever that is, your personality persists after death for an indefinite amount of time, however long the universe lasts. I don't know how long that is, but I'm thinking it's infinite, so I don't know. But yeah, I'll demonstrate this. This is, I think, level 2. There's level 1, level 2A, 2B, and level 3. Level 1 is you concentrate the energies, you concentrate Yang Qi in your Dantian. That's level 1. You fill it up, because when you start out, you're empty. Level 2A, I think, is training your Dantian and your palm muscles to shoot out the energy, by which later you'll be able to push the energy out of your hands like a thunderbolt. Okay, I'll just demonstrate. What I understand is 2A. It's an isometric exercise, so I suggest you do this in the morning or at night on an empty stomach. You can do it before or after meditation, but if you have sex at all, don't do any of these meditations I'm telling you, except for just sitting on your butt and breathing. That's the only meditation you can do if you've had sex and ejaculate in any way. So if you ejaculate in any way, you can't do the reverse breath, and you can't do any of the other like isometric exercises that I'm about to demonstrate. You have to wait 3 days exactly, because your Dantian is fragile and it can crack and break, and you can't fill up a broken container. So if you do have sex, don't mess around, because you'll screw up the rest of your life if you ever want to become powerful. So heed that warning very, very seriously, because it's dangerous. And as a forewarning, after a certain amount of time of gaining this power, you become stronger than the average human, because your energy levels are increased. And since this energy, this qi, yang qi, is like electricity, you can actually kill someone if you have enough power, because your qi, when you hold your breath, when you hit someone, your energy is released through your punch, and that can actually stop someone's heart. It can give someone a heart attack, and that's what ninjas used to do, is they would practice this type of meditation and would kill people without leaving a trace, because you can't really pin a heart attack on someone, and so it's like the silent killer. Keep in mind that this energy can also be used for healing, and that's what I'm using it for, is as a means of self-defense in case anyone were to attack me, and also as a healing, because this energy can be used to clear pathogen walkways and paths. I was going to say pathogens. Paths in your body or in someone else's body that are blocked up. So, like, if you wanted to give someone acupuncture, you can put your energy in the acupuncture needle, and it would clear up the chi channel of their body even faster, because yours will push right through their channel and open it. Okay, so that was a lot of information after that. So now for the second level of compressing the yang qi. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Level 2A is compressing the yang qi in your Dantian, because it's like a storage container that's squishy. It can be molded in certain ways. You compress the yang qi in your body because it's compressible. Smaller, second level is compressing it smaller, so that twice the amount of the yang qi can be filled in the same amount of space, thereby maximizing the potential of the Dantian. So that is an exercise, and it starts out in horse stance actually. I don't know if you can see my horse stance. But this is horse stance. As you get wide like this, and kind of crouch a little bit. And you can actually stand like this, and this is a really good energy circulator. If you stand like this, it'll circulate your energy for you. And that's a good thing to do because stagnant energy does not flow, and so you have to keep it constantly moving through your body so you can use it more effectively. And it also burns these muscles open so you can actually do a wider stance when you're meditating. So it works both ways. Helps your meditation and your outcome energetically. Okay, so for the exercise, this is how it starts. Your hands are out like this, facing the ground. What's up? Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's alright. Just got busted. Move over here. Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys can see me. I don't know for a fact because I can't look on the other side while I'm out here. So this is the stance again. And you're like this. I can already feel the energy coming to my hand. That's cool. It feels like a water almost, like electricity. Okay, so without further ado, here's the exercise. You pull in like you're holding a rope. And keep in mind you're not talking this whole time, but you're breathing in. You start breathing in. As you pull in like this, pull it back, your hands, and then, well, you're breathing in the whole time, and you're flexing. So your whole body is constricted, like your muscles. As you move, it feels like your whole body is tense. You're trying to flex all your muscles and compress, because this is the technique that compresses the yang qi. So you compress, squeeze in as you're inhaling. Excuse me, that's not how you do it. You inhale throughout this motion. At the end of your inhale, you squat a little bit. Let your arms fall just a tiny bit, and then push really hard on your stomach, like you're pushing down on your stomach internally, creating more pressure. And then when you feel like you're about to run under your breath, or you're like straining, you pull up again, and then your palms twist, and then you push out as you exhale. And throughout the whole time, your body is tense, and that compresses the yang qi. When you do this, it's compressing it. As you're inhaling, it's compressing it down in there, and then when you go like that, it's actually training the energy to come to your palms. So it works both ways in that your energy is being compressed more, and also you're opening the channels from your dantian to your heart, from your heart to your palms. And that's very important because that's like the basic energy output for your body is your palms, actually. And that's why ancient styles of karate, they'd always have an open hand, because that's how your chi naturally resides in your hand. So you can do strikes like that, or palm strikes, vice versa, or backhand strikes, you know. And that's it for the second level. Now, you probably can only do like 2 or 3 of those repetitions before you get tired, but as long as you follow the sex rule of doing it within 3 days, try to do it on an empty stomach, eat properly, get enough sleep, and then do the meditation for level 1 like I showed in the other video on your spare time. or whenever you have spare time. And basically that's what constitutes the first 2 levels. Now, I've seen videos on YouTube of Mr. Jim McMillan being tested by the school's head, John Chang, and in that video he does horse stance, and he puts his left hand on his dantian so he can focus there, and then with his right hand he holds like this. He does an inhale, fills his body up with air, goes back down, and then pushes it out like that. And I guess that's the test for level 3, because Yang Qi is essentially electricity, and I don't know if you know about electricity, but if you have a high enough voltage you can actually create an arc. So it depends on the amount of pressure you have on that electricity to create a connection from one path to another. Keep in mind, Qi follows the same principles as electricity, is that it wants to ground. So it's always trying to get to yin, which is the opposite, which is ground, like positive and negative. What is it? After a while of doing the meditation and the compression exercises, your dantian will be filled up all the way and maximized. So, yeah.